Hey, shalom family at this time. And may the peace of y'all be with each and every one of you, brothers and sisters. I'm going to do this study with you at this time, going over some words of the Hebrew writings, the Hebrew words, that you may be aware of these things, brothers and sisters, and how we should use these words and apply them to the scriptures. Yes, brothers and sisters, and we better see how Hebrews back in the day made use of the words and how they understood the words of Yah and how they explain the words of Yah and how they deal with each other on an everyday basis. Brothers and sisters, because we are in America and we use the English language and how we use words and even words that describe one particular word or a subject, and we use multiple words that describe whatever we're talking about, like the word idol. The word idol in Hebrew have many words. And we're going to go over these words. I'm going to give you the number to all of these words that we go over. That is very important in dealing with the word idol, brothers and sisters. So we're going to go over quite a few words, a lot of words that we may know what these words mean and how to apply them. Because that's where a lot of people make errors at. Even teachers make errors because they do not apply words in the content of what they was actually the purpose for. Yes, brother and sisters. So even identifying the creator, using the wrong words to identify the creator, brother and sister, that the creator that bring dishonor to the creator. So we had to look at these words, and so we may better understand these things, because when people apply certain words and they think these words carry certain meanings other than what they truly carry and what they was applied to. And so people falsely represent the words and even identifying certain words that is a dishonorable title and attach it to the creator. So I'm here to help you so you may better know how to apply these words. But you got to be familiar with these words, because if you're not familiar with the words in the Hebrew language, you might falsely apply them. So I'm here to help you, and because they place words in the translations we have, but falsely apply them and identify them with the creator. So people make use of these words and attach them with the name of the creator and describe the creator with words that is worthless, don't mean nothing, have no value, that is confusion. So we're gonna go over these words, and some people don't know the words that truly apply to the creator, that truly bring forth the meaning that describes the creator. So we're gonna go with this word, just like the title of this video, Yah or L, then I have plus Yale, Y-L, Yah. So we're gonna go over this. We're gonna go over the I'm not gonna talk too much about Yah, his name, because that's self-explanatory. His name, which means self-existent one. He is the self-existent one that describes him. His name, even his name also means righteous. He's the self-existent one. He's the righteous one. He's the Sequah. He is Sequah, Yah Sequah, Yah our righteousness. So keep that in mind. So I'm not going to get into too much to his name, but I'm dealing with this word El, because a lot of people use this word El, and also the plural form of El is Elohim. So I'm going to give you the number of this word. I would that I had a chalkboard where I could show you and write it all out on a chalkboard, and where you could see the things. I don't know if you can see my notes that well, but we're gonna look at it. See, we're dealing right here with Yah. We got L plus YL right there. And so just like the prophet name is Eliah, the strength of Yah, but they spelled it, and when you spell it with E-L, it come with a totally different pronunciation like they have in English. Elijah. They spell it Elijah. God is Jehovah. But his real name is Eliah, the strength of Yah. That's the real prophet name. Eliah. Not L, but Eliah, the Y-L. So we're going to go over these things right here. If you can see this right here, number. So we're gonna go down the list. I'm showing you my notes. I don't always show you my notes, but I believe you can see it a little better right here. It say number. I got the number 553, and if you have a stronger corner, you can trace this as well. So I'm gonna give you the numbers. 553. You'll find under 553 YAL. Yao. I hope I pronounced it right. Yao. But right here, when you spell it in a lot of names, they come without the vowel points. It'd be YL, which come found on the number 353, Yao, which means strength, a focus that is, he is, excuse me, no. I actually put that there by mistake. But it found on the number 353, Yao, which means strength. So the Hebrew word is Yao, which means strength. Or you say without the vowel, in most names you'll find it like that. When it's just written all consonant without the vowel points. It's Yale, which you find that under 353, which means strength. The strength of Yah. So keep that in mind. Yah. Under number 3060, you'll find this 3060 derives from this word 353. So keep that in mind. YALUT. YALUT is a title. So let's go over the meaning. You'll find it just this way in the concordance. So in 3060 is YALUT, which means strength, power, a title of the one true Bara. Bara in Hebrew, the word we use in Hebrew we'll say bara. English it means creator. So this word Yalu is a title of strength, just like 353, power, a title of the one true Bara. Right here, the creator, with strength. See, with strength. And I left this part out, actually put it up on 353. That's why I was about to record it. Say, continue, say, a focus that he is potent to help. See? So it's a focus on, when the Hebrews use the word Yalut, it means strength and power, title of the creator. It's a focus that he is potent, which is all powerful, to help. He has the strength to help. And that's the main focus when we say Yalut. Yah. We say all powerful. Yah. So now we have 4010. And the 4010, when you look up this word God, it's El. The word God is El. The word they replace in your translation and put God there is El. It's often used with other titles. See, this word El is often used with other titles, like they say El, Yah, and in all different titles. So this word El, E-L, this word God. Okay, so keep that in mind. So we have number 894 is Beth-El. Beth-El means right here, the gate of God, or gods. confused. Remember when Abiyah came down and called that city Bethel, and he confounded the language, which he divided, he separated the people. So he gave them multiple languages so they could not understand them. Understand him. He Bethel them. The Hebrew would say Bethel. That was the word. It became the Hebrew word because we started saying the word Bethel. But it was the word that came from Yah, Bethel. So the word Bethel, Beth and El is gate of El, God, of gods or gods, Elohims. Also, which means confused, confusion, confoundment. He divided, made a division to separate the people because they was building an image, an idol. We're going to get into the image and the idols. Them English words I'm saying, but we're going to get into how we'd have made use of it in Hebrew. So we got to understand these things. So when we understand these things, we will know better how to use them in the scripture. We will better understand the writings in your scriptures, what they was really saying, brothers and sisters, and how we when Hebrew was dealing with each other, and how they was how people saw people doing these things. You know the selection of words they use, just like we see people do things. And they do something out of the way that is evil, wicked. See, we use words like, we see them like doing idolatry worship or just sin. I'm going to use the word sin. We say this person being evil. Depending on what sin they doing, because see, every sin have a name. Or you could say a title to identify that sin. You could say this person was foul or wicked, sick, ill, ludicrous. But all of these words, that's just a few I use. Or wilding out. All we know this person doing something defiled. You see, we know this person is doing something abominable. See, all the words would describe something that is wrong. In the Hebrew language, they got words that describe one thing, but it's a whole lot of words that can describe one thing that is abominable, and that is illegal, that is unlawful. And we're going to go over that. I'm showing you this to show you how we should apply words to Yah in a rightful manner, and to show you the dishonorable words that Yah is not. So follow me, brothers and sisters. It's right here. I got to show you this word God and El and Elohim. That's why I show you Bethel. You got to understand what this word God means and the word God derived from. And how they use the word, apply this word God just like they used the Hebrew applied the word El back then. I'm bringing you this to show you the sins that got the people of Yah put out of the land, and why we got put out of the land. I'm gonna go over some scriptures at the very end, if I don't have to do part 2, but it'll be in part 2. Hopefully I can get all this in the video before my brother go dead, brothers and sisters, because it's very important that you understand this word God, El, where this word God derived from, and they make use of this word God just like El. You find it in the Hebrew number 430. So keep that in mind, brothers and sisters. That's why I'm trying to show you my notes to make it better for you, that you can see these things. So when you go back and cover it. So we got right here, number 894 is Bethel. Bethel means gate of God. Parenthesis S. They got an S, which means more than one God. When we got more than one God, it's Elohim. We're gonna get to that, which means confused. And so now the next number we have, number 430. That's where you can find the word Elohim. It's the plural form of 410, El. So Elohim, which means more than one deity. Deity also mean El or gods, Elohim. So 430 is Elohim equals plural and form. We're going to get into this word form because the word form is dealing with an image, a shape. So it's plural and form. This word Elohim is plural and form, showing there's more than one form. But singular in meaning. You got to understand what that's, when it says singular in meaning, it's referred to anything that have strength. Let me continue. And things. Let me make sure. Let me put my hand up. Let me find it. Things they consider having power, strong, or have strength. See this YALUT. So they apply to this word Elohim to anything that have power, or they consider that have power, or strength, or strong. That's why they apply this word Elohim to the idols, or even to Bara himself, the creator. Because the creator have all power, but they signify all the other things they have a power too. That's why they tell you this word Elohim is plural in form, but singular in meaning. The meaning is singular because it deals with anything that have strength. Brothers and sisters, the word Elohim don't have strength itself. The word Elohim is plural of El, which El also came from the word Beth-El. The Abiyah came down here and confounded the people with. He Beth-El them. That's why he confused them. So they couldn't continue, because at the time it was all of singular. It was all of one language. And they conspired together, plot together through Nimrod to build this tower to try to make a name for themselves. So Abiyah said, let's go down. I'm going to go down. He said, let's go down. I'm about Elden, which is he confounded the language. And he called that place where he confounded the language Beth-El. So keep that in mind. So he Beth-El them. That's what we would say, and that's what they said. And some people call it Babylon. So we got the Beth-El. We got the word God, which is El, often used with other titles. We got Elohim, it's plural in form, which is more than one form, but singular when it refers to the meaning of the thing it identifying as having power or strong. So that's what the people. Now we're looking at right here. The things that people apply these words to. So we got to keep in mind. We got to keep in mind 36 is very important. 3060 and 3053 that people often overlook. But this is the word that the Hebrews use for strength and power. Not El. El was applied to Yale or YALUT. You got to keep that in mind. That's why they tell you it's singular in meaning, referring to something that have YALUT, strength or power. It's a title. The word YALUT, the Hebrew use YALUT on 360, which means strength and power, a title of the one true Bara, the creator, with strength. So now we're looking at this word image. You got to understand what the word image means in Hebrew. A lot of people don't know that, because when you look at the scripture, and when we get to the scripture, you'll better understand these scriptures, brothers and sisters, and how our people would apply these things, and how they would have saw when they saw people doing these things, how they would have called it. Well, the Hebrew word is image, found under number 6459. Image. Hebrew, Pazel. You see the L in there again? The Hebrew word would have said Pazel. I'll give you an example. If we saw in the Pazel, let me continue. Pazel. The Pazel equals idol. See? Carved of wood and stone. When we get to the scripture, you're going to better understand how they would have called it back then in the Hebrew writings. So 36 is 30, 64, 30, excuse me, number 6459 is image. In Hebrew, it is Pazel, which referring to a idol that is carved of wood and stone. So now we saw somebody carving an image. We would have said Pazel. We wouldn't say image. The word for Hebrew is Pazel, which they carve something out of wood and stone. which is they carve this image. Whatever the image, they look at something. They look at the moon, the stars, the fish of the sea. I know you got your mind on the law because it's the law they broke. One and two. I'm showing you this right now. This image is called Pazel. That when they carve this image, it becomes an idol. They carved it for the purpose of making this image as an idol of wood and stone. So keep that in mind. And so, what is an idol? What do we call an idol? Now we know we call the image that they carve out of wood and stone, Pazel. And from there, we'll say, right here, number 5566 is idol. When you look at the word idol in Hebrew, it is el, which equals image. See, now once they carve, it's this image, idol, figure. You see that? Idol is in the Hebrew we'll say el, image, figure. And under the on the word idol, it gives you a whole list of meanings under this word. It gives you a whole list of numbers and different names that describe something for this word idol, which is Shemel. See, when you say Shemel, that means they made a Pazel, they made an image. Now, when it comes to the idol form, now they bow down and worship these things. See, so in Hebrew, this is how we would have described it. We would use these words that are talking about. We saw people with the Shemel bowing down and worshiping these figures. We'll say Shemel, so we'll know it's an image. We'll know it's a Pazel. Because, see, depends on what you do with this image. That depends on how you describe it. Because first, the Hebrew would say Bazel. We'll be looking. We'll say we see them say quint. Say quint is what we'll call with the modern term. They say elder. That's a falsified term. They slid the word el in it. But it's an ancient one. It's an older brother, a leader. So we'll see this leader making an image. We'll say quint. No, not say quint. Excuse me. We say Zaquin. Zaquin. We say Zaquin is making a Pazel. Or we say Zaquin. Zaquin, Pazel, Shemel. So automatically you'll know this leader made an image and bow down and worship it. So we say these the words how we'll phrase it. We'll say the Zaquin, Pazel, Shemel. Or we'll use under this image, this word idol right here. 55 idol is Shemel. Shemel is image, idol, figure that people bow down and worship. And under this word idol, in Hebrew, we'll find all the Hebrew wordings right here. On the number 4656 is Nepusit. We'll find, under that word, we'll find repulsive, which is disgusting image, dishonorable. Or we'll use a word like this, 6090. OZ, wicked, pain, toil, sorrow. Think about it in Egypt when they were making them Elohims, them pyramids. It was much toil, much sorrow. There was OZ. They was making these idols. On the 6089 is Eceive, hard, work, toil, grievous. I'm going to speed up right now. On the number 4, this is another important one right here. All of them are important. 457 right here. 457 right here. 457 is ill. You know, like somebody ill and out. And the word ill, 457, ill referred to idols, gods. Let's see this word right here. In image. We call this the idols, gods, images. In Hebrew, we'll say el il. When we say el il, it's of no value. Things of naught. See? So when we say el il in Hebrew, we say el il, the idols, the gods, the images. But and we wouldn't say idol. I'm showing the meaning in English. We'll say the word idol is shemel. The word image is pazel. We'll say the pazels, shemels is el il, of no value. See, when the Hebrews would have said pazel, shemel, el il, we know the things these people are doing is of no value. In English, we'll say, oh, the idols, the gods, the images they bow down to is worthless. See, that's how we were communicating in English. In Hebrew, we would say the Pazels, the Shemels, the El Il, the Sequins is doing, which is the leaders, the priests, they are doing. And we'll say, like the words right here, we'll say, 205, Awin. We'll say it's Awin, which is Awin means they committed wickedness, iniquity, morally evil, mischief, evildoer. See, that's how we would look at it. We'd say a win. The sequent is a win because they are the Bazel, Shemel, the El Il, and we say words in that frame. And when we say these words, we know they doing these wicked things with all the Hebrew words right here under idol, under the Shemel, Shemel, and you go all these words we know in the Hebrew, right? And when you know the fluent Hebrew, I don't know the fluent Hebrew, so I'm giving it to you the best way I can, and showing you how we would have in the Hebrew we'd have been putting these people out that we see. We say the sequin. So when we say sequin, we know we're talking about the leaders. When we say Bazel, we know we're talking about the images that they carved out of wood and stone. When we say the Shemel, we know they're talking about the idols. The images, see, the images are the Bazels. Then once they make the images out of wood and stone and they bow down to worship them, we call them the Shemels. You see that? All these words got L in there. The Bazels, the Shemels, the El Il, found on 457, referring to the idols, the gods, the images of no value. See, all of these things is no value at all. The things of naught. Now let's go to Deuteronomy 26 to make this come more alive to you. Deuteronomy on the 28:36 where the curse is at. Brothers and sisters, I hope I got enough time to get through this video so I can get it all in there, brothers and sisters. So it's 28:36 at this time. Let me get there, brothers and sisters. Try to speed it up. 28:36, that particular translation I don't have. So let me go to this one real quick. The page has been cut out. So Deuteronomy. Let me get there as fast as possible. Deuteronomy. A lot of people already know what is quoted for word to word by now. We're dealing with the blessings and the curses. But this part is the part of the curse. Read here in Deuteronomy 28:36, it would have read, He will exile you, and the king you will choose to the nation to whom neither you nor your ancestors gave a second thought. And while he exile you, you shall worship gods of wood and stone. You see, in Hebrew we would have said, you will worship the Bazales. See, the Bazales is what we call the idols carved of wood and stone. You see that? So we're saying, while you are in exile, you will worship the Pazel. Pazel, right here, the Hebrew word for images. That it's called, see, when they carve things of wood and stone, we automatically know in Hebrew it's Pazel. We got to keep our mind and focus on the Hebrew. So when we read these things, we know this what Abiyah said part of the curse we'll be doing, worshiping these things of wood and stone that is called Pazel. Modern term, in modern term, brother and sisters, it's images of carved wood and stone, which in Hebrew we say Pazel. So that's how we identify the things.